Welcome back, VSPN fans, to a special long-form episode. Today we are covering all your favorite segments. We have sports, the weather, and an awesome interview from our very own saxophone quartet and Miss Jameson. We have tons of stuff planned for you today. Although it's going to be pretty long, don't snooze off like somebody I know in the studio. If I were you, I'd strap in tight to your seat because it's about to be a long ride ahead. So go ahead and grab a snack, like popcorn, unless you're sitting in class right now. In that case, don't eat popcorn and keep your eyes on screen. Let's get this show started right now.
Brad Little has won the Republican primary in the race for Idaho governor as shown by the unofficial results. The race was called at 9:40 p.m. yesterday, with Little having 60% of the vote. Little was first elected in 2018 and re-elected in 2022. His opponent, Fitzpatrick, followed closely early on in results, gaining 24.7% before 10 p.m. Tuesday. Fitzpatrick, a controversial man from Eagle, gained popularity online after going after policies regarding the handling of the COVID-19 pandemic and immigration.
In other news, a man was arrested Monday night after beating another man with a metal pipe and then leading the police in a high-speed chase. Police received reports of a fight with a weapon in a home near the intersection at Maple Grove and Edna Street at 9 p.m. When officers arrived, they found one man was injured and beaten, with another, Keith Earnhardt, the suspect, driving away. Police followed him across Maple Grove Road in West Fairview into a parking lot where they pit maneuvered him. He also just happens to have an earlier incident of road rage happening earlier that day in which he yelled profanities at a parked vehicle and punched the rear brake light, cracking it. He is currently in jail for the charges he faced in the alleged attack, as well as misdemeanors for destruction of property and disturbing the peace.
Now, we have a lovely interview with our very own Dallin Nye.
Phone in the United States.
Yeah, he has been putting up some crazy numbers. All right, now let's get to onto that interview. Oh, we'll go back to it
Later.
4 times. All right, now.
Oh, whoa, hey, welcome back to this utterly fantastic VSPN. It is unbelievable how close to the end of the school year we are. I'm so excited for summer break, and this last week has been moving right along. This VSPN has been giving me moveless, okay, you're reaching vibes.
Oof, yeah!
You know what reminds me of these cow puns? Holy Cow, located downtown Napa. Let's hear from the expert himself, Tyus McLean. Come on, take it away.
Welcome to Holy Cow, the utterly best craft burger joint right in the heart of downtown Napa, located at 1226 First Street South. Holy Cow has quickly become a favorite destination for locals and visitors. We take in a lot of pride for everything we do here. We use fresh local Idaho beef and perfectly toasted broche buns to create big, juicy burgers that are packed with flavor. You can go with a classic cheeseburger or try one of our creative signature burgers. We have something for every taste. Every single burger is handmade, fresh to order just for you. Make sure you start with our famous mac and cheese egg rolls loaded with 3 cheese and smoked bacon. They're incredibly popular for good reason. And then add on our crispy beer battered fries. Adults can wash it down with our cold local craft beer from our rotating selection on tap, while the youngins can enjoy our ice-cold root beer. The atmosphere at Holy Cow is fun, lively, and welcoming. You'll enjoy friendly service and that classic downtown Nampa charm. This makes it perfect for a quick lunch, a relaxing dinner with friends, or bringing the whole family on the weekend. We're proud to be part of the downtown community.
All right, thank you for that, Titus. And now, while we're talking about Titus's amazing food tastes.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to Titus's tier list. Today, we got Valley View lunches. To start it off, we got the walking taco. I would say it's a solid A tier. I like the beans, I like the cheese, you know what I'm saying. The Fritos add a little touch. Then we got the orange chicken, another strong contender. I'd say that's a B, you know what I'm saying. Then we got the potato bowl. Potato bowl's a good C.
All right, thank you, Titus. All right.
All right.
And now, let's hear from our lovely Mrs. Jameson on what's popping in her neck of the woods.
What it do, Falcon Gang? I'm with Mrs. Jameson, our resident calculus, robotics, and computer science teacher. So I'd like to start off with robotics is a big focus for you, and I was wondering, what are you hoping to achieve next year in robotics?
We had a really good year this year. Our teams did very well. It's probably the most solid year. We had one tournament where the 4 Valley View teams were 1, 2, 3, and 4 for a while, and that was pretty awesome. I'm hoping to continue that streak. We did just miss out on going to Worlds this year, so I'm hoping next year we'll get to go to Worlds. It was very close. We were the next ones in line. So.
Yeah, that was sad, but next year, right?
Next year.
Okay, so big news is next year you're able to be able to teach a new cybersecurity class. So what are your thoughts going in on that?
I am. I'm very excited about teaching cybersecurity. This will be a 3rd year in my AP computer science track. I think this is a really great opportunity for kids because cybersecurity is a huge growing field. There's lots and lots of jobs and there's lots and lots of money. So I'm excited to be able to help kids get interested.
Yeah, you gotta get that money. Okay, how does it feel to have to restart like all the curriculums over again? And are you gonna like maybe change anything?
Every year I change stuff and I love the start. Like that's my favorite thing. I love restarting and making things a little better each year, a little better each year. That's part of the fun of my job.
It's Mastery Monday, making the surprise return.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, out of all your classes this year, what was your favorite moment?
I don't even know. There's so many moments to choose. I think that time when we were 1, 2, 3, and 4 in robotics was pretty great. But I have a lot of fun moments in all my classes. I'm very lucky in what I teach. I have fun all day long. So it's hard to pick.
Too many options.
Too many.
Oh, why do you hate Don't Look Down?
Don't Look Down is a terrible game. I don't like it for multiple reasons. Number one, when I'm playing on my mouse with kids, I have a delay and I fall a lot. But number two, as a teacher, I have many students who get frustrated as well and they give up. And the point of GimKit and the point of Don't Look Down is being able to get review. And if you're frustrated and rage quit, then you're not getting review.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Lastly, on a scale from 1 to 67, how much are you going to miss the class of 26?
I always miss my kids. It'll be 67.
All right. You got it here first, Falcons. I guess I'll see ya. This is last year. Okay.
Now, Kaysen, tell me about that interview. Tell me how it was getting it.
Well, I'm a big fan of Mrs. Jameson. She's definitely one of my favorite teachers, and I really liked having the opportunity to talk to her, especially with like, she's just always a person with stuff going on, and it's interesting to kind of get the scoop on things.
What was your favorite thing you learned from this interview? What do you think?
I think it was kind of cool to hear about the cybersecurity class. I didn't really know that until recently, but that's a pretty cool class that we got coming into Valley View. So,
Think you're going to be taking it next year?
Unfortunately, I won't be able to, but if I had room, I would take it, though.
Oh, it's a real shame.
It's interesting.
Do you think it's going to be beneficial for most of the students in in other programs?
I think so. Cybersecurity, like, there's a lot of money in that.
That's good.
Yeah. And, Mr. Jameson's the GOAT.
Welcome back, Falcons. Let's take a swing on down to sports now. But first, here is our interview with Dallin Nye.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to Titus's tier list. Today we got Valley View lunches. To start it off, we got the walking.
Going over all the racket that's been going on in the world of sports. I hope you are all excited as we are coming up on this final base of the year. We have lots of interesting sports news to serve up for you, Falcons. Make sure you lock in, just like how Jacoby Davis locks in for track with all those records.
GOAT, bro. Okay, as we approach the final inning of this academic year, the spotlight at Valley View High School is shining brightly on the diamond. If there's one thing that has become impossible to ignore in the world of Falcon sports, is the remarkable dominance of our girls varsity softball team. This season, our Lady Falcons have been playing very well, exceptionally you could say. The Falcons have carved out a formidable reputation across the state, boasting an impressive overall record of 21-6. This translates to a staggering winning percentage of 77.8%. A real showing of the consistency and effort this roster brings to every single one of their matches. Within the 5A Southern Idaho Conference, their performance has been equally insane. A conference record of 11-3, ranked second in the conference, and just behind the Middleton Vikings. The team's relentless drive during the regular season has paved a smooth-on path through the district tournament. By winning their crucial conference matchups, the Falcons secured their spot in the 2026 IDH SAA Softball State Championship bracket. This achievement made a long trek north. The team traveled to Post Falls, Idaho to represent Valley View. Their journey toward a potential title officially began on Thursday, May 14th, as they stepped onto the dirt to face off against the Burley Bobcats. In their opening game of the state tournament, they were able to defeat the Burley Bobcats in a close game, with the final win being Valley View 8 and the Bobcats 7. Our ladies then advanced to the next plate as they took on the third-ranked Blackfoot in the semifinal round. They were able to win 13-12 against Blackfoot and advanced to the final round to face Middleton. They unfortunately took the loss to Middleton with the score being 13-2. So, to finish off the season, our ladies faced Blackfoot again in the elimination bracket and sadly did lose. However, they ended off the season with being third in the state. Mr. Shim won Coach of the Year for softball, and we won several first and second team player selections. Let's take a look at how one of our own softball players thought of this year's season. What do, Falcon Crew? We're here with the final interview of the year. I am with
Journey Engel.
and I'm going to be asking about how softball state went down. So first, what position do you play?
I play shortstop.
Okay, and what kind does that entitle?
It's it's kind of like a leadership kind of job, and you're kind of just everywhere, if I'm being honest.
Okay. So what were your thoughts on this year's performance, specifically like how you guys did at state?
It was really good. In state, it was very fun and memorable, and we set out some school records this year. It was pretty nice.
A pretty good, solid performance out there. What was your favorite or just like most memorable moment from the state tournament?
Probably just hanging out with my teammates and creating memories along the way. It's one memory, and it's one I'm gonna definitely carry.
All right. Lastly, if you are pursuing softball next year, what are you hoping to achieve? And what are you trying to focus on?
I am pursuing it next year, and I think our main goal is just to get back to the state tournament and bring home blue again.
All right. Well, you heard here, Falcons, and I'll see you around. There you go.
All right, now let's take a fast break and go down to the NBA bracket.
Hello, Falcons. I'm Kason Hale, your sports commentator, and I would like to take a quick look at the current NBA playoff bracket. Starting off, we had the Pistons versus Magic. Quite surprised that the Magic were able to take it to a Game 7, but the Pistons were still able to win. Another surprise was the 76ers actually being the second-seeded Celtics. You have to remember, Jason Tatum had returned at this time. Thunder were able to dominate over the Suns, sweeping them. Lakers-Rockets, I personally thought the game was going to be over in 5 with Lakers winning, but Rockets were able to put up enough fight to take it 6. I personally am a Nuggets fan, and it was just quite sad to see how poorly Jokic was doing, and that's the main reason why Timberwolves were able to take the series win. Spurs were able to win the series against the Trailblazers even without Wembanyama for part of it. Now in the conference semifinals, Thunder were able to sweep the Lakers. Without Doncic, LeBron can't do it all by himself. The Spurs were also able to win their matchup against the Timberwolves in 6. Cleveland was surprisingly able to beat the Pistons, including a Game 7 win at Detroit. Lastly, the Knicks just dominated the 76ers, sweep and just blowout games. Now we're set up for the Western-Eastern Conference Finals. I believe Knicks will take this one, but this one could go either way, I think. So stay tuned as we go to the NBA Championship. All right.
Now, Kason, I really don't know anything about the NBA. Can you kind of explain how that bracket works to me and where everything falls into place?
Okay, so basically you start off with the first round, which you have like the top 8 teams, and they also introduce the play-in, but you have the first round. Then the winners of the first round advance to their conference semifinals. And then the winners of those go to the conference finals. And then the winner from each conference final faces each other off in the finals. They just had a very interesting game. As I predicted, the Spurs versus Thunder, that's going to be a great matchup. They went to double overtime with, I believe, the Spurs winning that with Wembanyama with the 3 from way deep. It really reminded me of when Steph Curry hit that 3 against the Thunder a while back with the double bang. And, I think I'm really looking forward to the rest of the Western Conference Final. For the Knicks part, it really reminded me of, last year when they went up against the Pacers, how they're, down by, 14, and then they came back and hit a crazy 3. Tyrese Halliburton doing that. And then it repeated itself with the Knicks going back from a 14-point deficit, and then they came back to get the win. And it's just really crazy how much history repeats itself. Yeah.
So where does LeBron fall in all of this?
LeBron's been eliminated a while back.
I didn't realize that was possible.
Yeah. Crazy.
Right. Well, look outside, Falcons. As we all know, it's always sunny in Philadelphia. However, we aren't in Philadelphia, so it's going to be partly cloudy all day. The high for today is going to be 75 degrees from 4 to 6 p.m. with high temperatures staying stable until the sun sets at 10 p.m. For tomorrow, the weather will be pretty much identical, with the high being 76 degrees at 5 p.m. and the temps dropping a little sooner at 9 p.m. Before we go on break, we would like to apologize for the technical difficulties. Sorry for your ears. We really want you guys to enjoy our broadcast. So here's some students enjoying the sun while we break for more.
I don't think it really matters. It is weird that it says.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
You know, what do you have planned after school?
Well, the day after graduation, I'm going down to California for, like, most of the summer. And then I'm gonna go to C of I. C of I in,
See that.
yeah. in
Was it?
Caldwell.
Was it California?
No, it's in Caldwell.
Caldwell. It's honestly a nice day today.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why there's so many people outside.
Or the tier list. And now for a real kicker, if you know what I mean. That's a broadcast joke, in case if you didn't know. Kind of inside.
Welcome back to Titus's tier list. We're back with another one today. However, this is less of a tier list, more of a debated thing I hear at Valley View all the time, which is which color belongs with which class. Just to be specific, this is going to be art, this is going to be history, this is going to be literature, this is going to be English, this is going to be math, and this is going to be science. Okay, to start it off, we got red. I think red goes to English. It's got that, like, red apple on the desk vibe. Yeah, it just fits perfectly. Next up, we got orange. Orange has to go to history. It's old, it's historic, and orange kind of looks like rust. Next up, we got yellow, which I'll give to science, because I always see yellow colors in beakers. However, for Valley View, we have a bunch of different science classes, so I just kind of combined it to one class. There's definitely different science classes for different things. For green, we got math. However, for math, it can also be black or white. I see that a lot, but I'm just trying to do colors. Next up, we got blue, and blue is going to be literature. I couldn't find a great color for literature, so I just went with blue. Yeah. And then lastly, we got white. That goes to art, because you always start with a white canvas when you're doing art. That is all I have for you guys today. If you like this, like and subscribe to VSPN.
So, Cation, what are your thoughts? Do you think, what are your thoughts on the colors?
Colors with like subjects?
Of course.
Okay. I know this gets kind of debated. I think first of all, I think the biggest hot take is I believe like science is green. Okay.
Whoa, buddy. Science is very clearly yellow. Math is the green one.
Whoa. Okay, first of all, history is yellow. And second of all, okay, think about like when you ever see like a picture of like a scientist guy, he always has like something green in the test tube, right? And like biology is science, and that's all about like life, which is like green and stuff. So like science should be green.
I think we have different ways of thinking, because history is blue in my neck of the woods.
Whoa.
English is purple.
Man, you're crazy. Okay.
Now,
kid's
folks,
crazy.
we think we finally fixed the technical issues with our interview with Dallin 9. So let's roll that clip.
Can we roll it?
Well, Kason, do you play an instrument?
I used to actually play piano. I haven't been in it as much, but I kind of wish I stuck to it more. I have a cousin, Nathan. He's insane at piano, and he always makes me jealous.
What did Nathan? And what does he do? Does he just play piano, or does he play more instruments?
He plays like every instrument. Like he's like the better version of me, basically.
So he's some kind of child prodigy.
He's a child prodigy, but he's humble. So
We finally have that interview for you now, folks.
on the top of good.
Let's roll the clip.
I'm here with
Dallin 9.
and we're going to be talking about his saxophone quartet, who's won state how many times?
4 times.
All right, now how did your guys' saxophone quartet start out originally?
I'd say originally, actually, my 8th grade middle school band director wanted to get together a saxophone quartet, and we brought in Noah Cresswell and Oscar Contreras, who have since graduated, but we loved that experience, and I just wanted to keep it going. So my freshman year of high school, we put together a group of 5 guys, and we started playing together, and we just took off from there.
All right, and when did you guys all find the time to practice together with your very busy schedules?
Yeah, I would say a lot of late night rehearsals. Our average rehearsal start time is probably like 8:30, maybe even 9 o'clock. And then, so we would just have to practice on our own time, get our own music down, but a lot of late nights for sure.
Now, how successful do you think your guys' quartet was overall?
Well, I'd say pretty successful. I don't think we ever didn't get first place in anything we competed, whether it was districts, whether it was state. We always kind of were able to perform our best and take first place.
So in that case, was there any competition that you guys really struggled in, or were you guys pretty much undefeated overall in any category?
Yeah, we were undefeated. I mean, we didn't ever get second or lose to anybody else. We were able to. There was some tough competition too. There were some great groups that we had to compete against them.
That's awesome. Now, is there anything you wish you had done differently with your quartet overall?
That's a great question. I think overall, maybe if we had tried to rehearse maybe earlier, or tried maybe different types of music would have been cool. I picked out the music, and it would have been cool to have different genres and not just kind of all the same type of music.
And with the loss of Oscar, what does the future of the quartet look like for you?
Yeah, I'm looking. There's another guy who I'm thinking about adding to the group. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick out a song and kind of get together with him and see if we've got something special. If not, then we might just end up doing like a trio or something like that.
So the group will still continue despite the loss of your seniors?
Yeah, I do think we want to continue. James, and William are the remaining from the quartet. So we're going to be seniors next year, and we really want to do something, but I don't know if it's going to be a quartet or not.
So after you guys graduate, do you think this will still continue, or will this kind of die with you?
I hope it continues. I don't know if it will, but I think it'd be super cool if we can kind of leave something behind and kind of start a tradition for Valley View. I think that'd be really cool.
And do you have any final thoughts?
I mean, music is awesome.
And thank you, everybody.
Have a great summer!